Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another build and review of an amazing Lumibricks product. Stick around and find out which one we're working on today. I'm Mighty Joe, and you're watching Welcome back to another bricktastic episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. On today's show, we're going to be reviewing a little set packed with detail and nostalgia. I'm talking about the Lumibricks gas station. The gas station is set F9065, consists of 1,608 pieces, and is rated for ages 16 and up. It is part of the road trip collection for Lumibricks, formerly Funhole. The front of the sturdy cardboard box depicts the completed set, all lit up. Beautiful set. It does come with 3 minifigures, a little car build, gas station itself, and a motorcycle. Coming around to the back of the box, we do have the sets that are available in the Road Trip series. We have the Twilight Motel, we've got the gas station, and we've got this adorable little deer crossing set. On this side of the box, we do have the Funhole branding. This side of the box shows what is included, which is the user manual, building bricks, LED light kit, the brick separator, and service card. Now, what I really like about this set is the nostalgic 1960s gas station look of the station itself, with this beautiful lit sign. Let's go ahead and get it opened up and see what comes inside. Now, opening the box, we are once again greeted with our instructional manual. Very high quality, well printed. This one's kind of thick. Very nice. Opening it up, we will see that we do have our service card, which does have all the email addresses and information you need to contact customer service if you should need to. And it looks like one of our minifigures may come dressed in a skirt, because here it is inside packed with a service card. Right here we do have an About Funhole. Part of it reads, Funhole is a combination of the words fun and whole, meaning the whole fun of both day and night. Founded in 2014 based on the desire to fully express the whole beauty of bricks in day and night, Funhole is the world's first lighting bricks manufacturer. That's what I love about this set, guys. Every Funhole, soon to be Lumibricks set, comes with lighting. So here we have a little picture showing the gas station, little storyboard going on. Sometimes these characters are named, sometimes they're not. We've got light kit information, testing the lights, how to put the batteries in the battery box. Really cool. How to test your lighting to make sure everything works before you get started. Or you can be a rebel and just put it all together and risk it for the biscuit. Alright, there's the character with the skirt I was talking about. So we've got 3 minifigures, shows how to put them together. And then here are the instructions for the build. And you can see, super simple to follow, well illustrated, step by step. 2 plates here, shows where they go. Or sorry, 3 plates, shows where they go. One at a time, step by step. Before you know it, you end up with a beautiful creation. Coming to the back of the book, you'll see that we end up with a completed picture of the build. As well as some pictures of other sets that are available. You've got your Road Trip, Town Life, the Old West, Farm Life, Middle Ages. Oh, it's just beautiful. So many different themes that you can follow here with Lumibricks. All right. And then, of course, next, we've got our parts and our lighting kit. This is what I like to call the orange box of greatness right here. Opening it up, you can see that we do have safety information and precautions for both the large battery box and the small battery box. It appears we're going to have both in this set. And then we have 3 envelopes of lighting. We've got our tiny battery box. We've got a pair of tweezers for helping place these tiny little connectors. They are so small. Look at this. And then we've got the screwdriver for opening the battery box. All right, let's dig into these pieces and see what we're working with. Okay, so looking at our layout here, we do have our lighting kit, our instructional manual, service card, 2 bags labeled F, which consist of minifigures and the specialty light bricks. And then we've got in this set 10 steps. 10 steps consisting of 27 bags. And this extra bag marked S for larger base plates, your brick separator, and your accessories. All kinds of tools for the garage. All right, guys, these are our pieces. Let's get them snapped together and give this gas station a quick review. I want to remind you that all of these sets that I am putting together are purchased by me, so I can give you my honest opinion of them. And I got to be honest with you. The one thing that Lumibricks said that they liked about my approach was that I give my honest opinion. I'm not going to tell you that it's a super great product just because I like the product. I do like the product, but I build these sets to let you know the good, and if there are any, the bad. So let's get this snapped together and give it an honest review, shall we? Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, folks, here it is, the Lumibricks gas station. Before we go into a full diagnostic of the set, do me a favor and take this chance to like the video. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps the algorithm out a lot. Also, if you drop a comment when you finish watching the video, let me know what you think. Did you like the building techniques? Did you like the speed build? Tell me what you think, even if it's negative. YouTube algorithm can't tell the difference between positive and negative comments. Either way, it helps out the channel, and I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and give this thing a full multi-point inspection. All right, folks, as per usual, we're going to begin with our minifigures. This set does come with 3 minifigures. We've got the Traveler, who comes along in her little blue convertible to stop and refill her coffee, use the restroom, that kind of stuff, stuff you do at a local gas station along the road. We've got our trusty mechanic, and we've got our counter clerk. She's keeping everything tidy inside and keeping everything stocked up for all the customers that come in all day. Looking at the print, we do have this beautiful print on the front, this torso print. We've got a little contouring there with some darkness in the back to give her body a little bit of a shape. And we do have this fabric skirt. There she is from the back. The back of the mechanic does have his mechanic shirt. He's got his jeans with some printed pockets. He does have his little zippered up front, pockets printed on the front, nice detail. And he's got a little smirk that looks like, yeah, I'm not going to try to rip you off. I just want to make you happy. And our store clerk here, she's also got a little jacket on. She's got her hair done up, some tan pants. A little bit of printing on the back. Nice little set of minifigures. All right. Now our Traveler, as I said, does have a little sub build that she comes with, and that is the little convertible. The little convertible does have headlights. It does not have working tail lights, but it does have tail lights. You can see the use of horns to make the bumpers on this car. We've got little details inside. We've got, looks like maybe she's drinking a soda or coffee. Steering wheel. Cute little build. Kind of a weird shaped car though. I don't know. For me, it seems like the longer part would be the trunk. But maybe, I don't know. Being that it's a convertible, you would technically have extra room needed for the top to go down into it, but there's the design is still cute. It looks like an old-fashioned car. I do like it, but I don't know, kind of threw me off, as does the white fenders. Still a nice little build. Perfect for hitting the road. And then we also have here the mechanic's motorcycle. I say it's the mechanic's motorcycle because, well, it could be the clerk's motorcycle. We don't know. We don't have a helmet, so we don't know who rides it. That's also a cute little sub build. Very similar to the motorcycle that we have in the Underground Dance Battle. But I like this brown coloring on this one. All right. And now let's get a look at the actual gas station. Now you can see we do have the 2 gas pumps here. And you can see in the background we do have the garage. We've got this beautifully designed sign right here. It is a little wobbly, but if you're careful and you don't move the set around too much, you won't have any problems. I do love the sloping roof on this one, giving it that nice 1960s, 1970s vibe. Here we've got some windows. I did put it on a Mills plate since it was the perfect size for one. That way it's already elevated for when I start my city, whenever that may be. I need the room first. Here's the back of the garage and the gas station. It's where we have our battery pack, our junction box, and we've got these 2 doors that open up into the shop. All right, we've got a lonely cactus here on the corner. We got some windows that let you see into the store, as well as the front door. So much detail, guys. I love it. And then over here in the front, We've got some canisters. We've got a big jug of motor oil. We've got an adorable jack back there. I love that jack. Look at that. That jack is just too cute. And next to it, a dolly with a tire hanging on the wall. The gas pumps have some great detail as well. All right. And then we've got some refuse and some junk up on the roof we'll take a look at here in a second. Let's go handheld. So taking a look inside the garage, you can see that we do have the car lift in there. We do have the workstation with a bunch of tools and supplies. We've got a broom for cleaning up and some hose in that bucket. Coming back over here, we do have the jack and the dolly that I was talking about. And then over here we've got the other subtle details. And we've got our gas pumps. All right. Lumibricks prices are really, really cheap, it looks like. Over here under the sign, someone has left a gas tank, and we have a flammable can, or what we call a flam cam in the business. Over here on this side, we do have an accessible wall, which lets you open up the set. And here you can see the tool bench. And here you can see the vehicle lift that actually does raise and go down via this cool little lever that simply just slides in and pushes it up. Now on the roof, as I said, we do have an old tire, some boxes and stuff like that just stored up there. Got the back of our sign here. Really cool building technique. And then down here we do have the door that looks into the garage. All right. On this side here, we've got a really cool racing sign. There we are. And then if you look into the store, you can see the cash register. Some tools for sale. The shelves are stocked and ready for the day. And we also have an accessibility point back here. And all we have to do is open this door up. And you can see the cooler. Stocked full of items. You can see inside the store. Tools on the back wall. I'm not too sure what this is supposed to be. I'm thinking maybe a slot machine, but I'm not too sure. And then you can see some of the detail. We got all these printed parts in this set. Absolutely love these new fun hole sets. No stickers to be found. And if you happen to find a sticker, it's only 1 or 2. Now what I want to know is, who's the wise guy that threw some trash up on the roof? So funny. All right, now let's take a look at this beautiful Blue Hour gas station sign. It's got that really cool 1960s, 1970s vibe. It's got the hours of operation. It's got the sign for the auto service. Yeah, super cool set, you guys. Absolutely love this thing. Here's a quick example of how the vehicle lifts in the garage. Really cool. Now, of course, being modular, the roof does come off to allow you a bird's eye view into the shop and store. It is sometimes difficult to put these pieces back on or to take them off without them snapping, but this one was a little bit easier. Here we get a view of the oil cans that you couldn't see before, and the tools, some of the items they have for sale on the cash register. And there's that machine that I think might be a slot machine. I'm not too sure what that is. And then looking into the garage, you can see the tool setup for the mechanic. All right. All right, it's time to test the snap and put the thing back together. Okay, here goes nothing. All right, success there. This guy situated. Success there. And all we have to do is fix this snap here. All right, Lumi friends, that does it for this build and review of the Lumibricks gas station. Really fun build, over 1,600 pieces, minus a couple. We had some extra pieces that were left over, which is always welcome to put in the spare parts bag, and in this case necessary because I did need it. I was missing 3 pieces. 2 of the pieces go underneath the roof to help center it onto the building. There were 2 off-white 1x5s that appeared to be missing. I tried to use some bright white 1x5s to take their place that were in the set, but I ended up needing those later to build the rest of the roof. So I went ahead and used the 2 spare 1x5s, each different colors, to put in their place, which really doesn't affect the build at all, and you can't see it because it's underneath. So great, great, great that we had these extra parts. As well as right here on the front support, there should have been 2 of these pieces, but unfortunately I did not have but 1. But I did have some extra gray pieces in my spare bag that I was able to put in there, and again, not noticeable. So if you do come across something and you're just really stickler and you know that you're going to have it on your shelf and you're just going to be itching because you know that correct piece isn't there, you can contact customer service through that service card that's in every box, and you can have them send you the correct piece. Just explain to them what happened, send them a picture of what you're missing, and they'll be happy to take care of you. All right, folks, if you'd like to pick up your own gas station to build and enjoy, all you have to do is go down to my description and hit one of my affiliate links. We are Lumibricks/Funhole affiliates as well as Amazon affiliates, so I'll put both the links in there so you can compare prices and see who's got the better deal at the time. I would always recommend going to the Lumibricks website first because they do offer deep discounts on some of their products, and they'll throw them on there every once in a while, so it makes perfect sense, and it would behoove you to go on there every couple of days and check because you never know when you're going to find a surprise deal. If you happen to come across a set you'd like to purchase that doesn't have a discount, go ahead and use my coupon code BrickByBrickMJ10 and you can get 10% off of your order. All right, folks, take care of yourselves. Come back and see me, and I'll take it brick by brick. See ya.